Hello everyone, welcome back to Everything Bookish. In today's video, we are going to talk about a book that I recently unboxed on my channel. It is Laiza, Sometimes the End is Only a Beginning, and it is penned down by Kudrat Datta Chaudhary, who is a classmate of mine in school. And I am very proud of Kudrat because this book is not only enriching, not only endearing to read, but also an eye-opener of what kind of atrocities did people from Nepal face in the earthquake that happened in 2015. So let's get started with the discussion of the book. Laiza is a story of a 19-year-old girl, Laiza, who hails from Nepal, where the 2015 earthquake happened. And in the earthquake, she's lost her mother and father and is now only left with her brother, who is younger to her, Ratan. Now, to support and to protect them, Laiza's maternal uncle comes and takes them to his home, where Suman, her maternal aunt, wife of the uncle, doesn't actually like Laiza. She feels that she's a burden to her, and she just hates her for reasons best known to her. And she actually wants to get rid of her. So after repeated alterations, repeated fights and tiffs, Suman actually calls Rohit, her first cousin from Delhi, and she wants Laiza to go along with Rohit. So Rohit and Laiza now embark on a journey from from Nepal to India, Delhi, and in Delhi, she gets to know that Rohit has actually brought her on the pretext of her being his wife. People do not actually know that both of them are not related whatsoever. Laiza is a very strong person. She retaliates very fast, and she cannot, see any wrong happening. She clearly tells Rohit that she's over here to be freed from the clutches of Suman, and she would not entertain Rohit in any bad thing whatsoever. So she clearly makes a point that she wants to work and she wants to be independent. Now Rohit kind of just being protective of her and kind of being a lurch doesn't really pay heed to her, and but then finally she finds Laiza finds a job through Payal, and there are a lot of tests happening, body tests, vaginal tests, but Laiza, being the demure girl that she is, she doesn't actually ask anything. She just feels that they are the necessity of the job. And even if Rohit tells her that he doesn't feel he doesn't feel good about the kind of job that she's taking up, Laiza just wants to be independent and doesn't feel any wrong happening over there. But then when Payal takes Laiza to the job, which is Mr. and Mrs. Malhotra's house, she gets to know that this place has many secrets dumped over there. Now, the place that Laiza has been taken to is not your regular place where servants are taken. It is a place where whores are kept. It is a place where prostitutes are kept, and people and girls from all over the world are trafficked and they are brought over here, and they're made to have sex with men, and it's just all a nasty thing. So now Laiza and Nisha are the two girls that are brought over there, and both of them they're so young that they don't understand how grave the situation over there is. But then slowly Laiza actually tries to retaliate, but the Malhotras have such a foolproof plan that whenever Laiza tries to escape or tries to retaliate, they have other means to make her understand. So even if Laiza tries to run away or tries to just protest in any way whatsoever, they just do not let her do what she wants to. They've just curbed her, and if we say it in the other words, they've chopped off her wings. So she has nothing else to do. Now what actually hit me over there was that Pratham is someone who really loved her, and he wanted both of them, Laiza and Pratham, to have a very good life in Nepal. He is a politician and he hopes for a better Nepal, and he is trying to have good links in the political arena. So when Laiza is caught up all over there in Delhi, he doesn't actually care about Laiza, and he is not actually very protective about her, even if he says so. After a lot of attempts, Laiza calls up Pratham and tries to tell him that she is stuck over there and she just needs to have that emotional support, that and needs to know that Pratham still loves her. And over here Pratham actually just flies away. I will just say flies away, because he doesn't even answer her. He just says that yes, I do love you, I will do anything to protect you, but I am not sure about it. He doesn't give her the guarantee, which is what Laiza needed the most at that particular time. And Laiza is just broken because at the first point she's lost her parents, and then she has no contact with her brother whatsoever, and then she has people rape her 7 to 10 times a day, and she feels that the life that she's living over here should just end any moment. But what I absolutely love about Laiza is her undying zeal to just actually think in even those goriest situations that someday one moment will happen when she will be free from all the pain and she will have her own happy life. That is what I admire about Laiza, that she just never gives up. She is someone who will find hope and happiness in the darkest places. I really admire that about Laiza. And then one day in Mr. and Mrs. Malhotra's house comes a couple, Mr. and Mrs. Singh. So the instructions given to Nisha and Laiza are that they don't have to do any, they don't have to please any men, and they just have to dress up in their best dresses and be at their best for Mr. and Mrs. Singh. So because it is all a facade, they just want to portray that there is nothing wrong happening in this place. But the kind of bruises that Laiza has, you put on any amount of makeup, you cannot hide the bruises that a person has, be it mentally, be it physically. You just cannot hide. I don't think so that can happen. So Mrs. Singh actually finds out that something's wrong with this girl. So she tries to probe and she tries to ask her, she tries to befriend her, and because her approach towards Laiza is so warming, Laiza actually finds it very easy to open up to her, and she tells her everything that's happening in the house. And now Mrs. Singh takes it upon her to save her, and she tries to tell her that if she doesn't save herself, save Laiza, how will she actually help other girls to come out from such a dark place, and such a place where you cannot even call it hell. It is even beyond that. And so Laiza now gains confidence, and she actually musters up all the courage and comes along with Mrs. Singh, and then both of them are now in Chandigarh, where she is now in a shelter. And because of she coming out from her from that dungeon, now Laiza has gained a bit of courage, even though she still remembers all those atrocities that were that she was subjected to, but she still has the courage, and she still is very affirmative of helping people. And so she lodges a police complaint, and from there Mr. and Mr. and Mrs. Malhotra actually are not found in the place, and Nisha, Payal and the other girl that stays over there, they are found and taken to they're also now coming back to Chandigarh to be in the shelter. So now starts the new life of Laiza, which is where I was so proud of Laiza, because she has gone through so much but has still overcome every problem and still knows how to keep her head high. No doubt she still is very shaken from everything that has happened, because in a span of an year she's not only lost her parents, but also she has been subjected to such brutality, and she slips into depression. Even before she knows it, she is a depressed person. She doesn't talk to anyone. Even if she talks, it's not a heartfelt talk. There are a lot of emotions that she has just deleted from her life. There are a lot of moments that have just frozen in her life. They do not move. They don't have any impact on her life at all, and that's what has made her slip into a very bad depression. Mrs. Singh has a daughter Zoya, who is preparing for her IAS exams in Chandigarh, and she is such she's a very successful person in her academics, and is taken as a bossy, snobbish girl who doesn't know how to talk with people by her siblings and others. But beneath all that facade that she's created on the outside, she's such a amazing girl. I believe that she is one of the best characters I've ever read about in a book, and Zoya just knows where to push Laiza, the limits that she can break, and she just gives the much needed emotional support to Laiza. And there starts a journey where Laiza is now finding herself. She's now finding happiness in new things, and she's trying out stuff. She's going on outings, she's going on meeting people, and she's just kind of enjoying life that she couldn't in the past 1 year, or even when she was in Nepal. And so this is what I actually love, that the book has actually stood up to the tagline that it states on the cover, that sometimes the end is only a beginning. Whenever you see an end coming, just don't be sad. You will always have newer avenues opened up for you. You will always have something new coming up for you, and the end is not an end until you are breathing your last breath. So that is what I really love about the book, and I am really happy that I decided to read this book. Now what really irked me is that because it was a self-published book, there still are a lot of editing mistakes, but overall all these mistakes were overpowered by the strong story that it had, and the strong characters that it had, and I gave it a 5 and 5 star, which is really amazing, because I just cannot tell you how amazing this book is for me, and I really cannot wait for you guys to read it, because this book, the story of Laiza and the story of many such girls who are trafficked from so many places of the world to different other places and have to face such situations. It was so nasty to read. At some places I have actually dropped the book because I couldn't believe what I was reading. It was that nasty. But all in all, I really enjoyed the book, and I once again recommend it to all of you to read it once and share your thoughts in the comment section down below. I would love to know what your thoughts are. So that's all that I have for the discussion of the book Laiza, Sometimes the End is Only a Beginning by Kudrat Datta Chaudhary. Do let me know what your thoughts were about the book once you read it. And if you want to buy the book, I will have all the links in the description box down below. All the social media links of Kudrat as well as me will also be listed in the description box, so please don't forget to check them out and be in the loop of when I will be posting a new video or whatever I am reading at the moment. Make sure you click that like button and click the subscribe button, because both of them are free and they don't cost anything, but they make my day really very special. And I cannot express my gratitude and the happiness that I feel when I see people coming in and joining this bookish community. I am really very happy and thankful for all the 106 subscribers that I have on my channel. Thank you so much, people, for deciding to follow me on my bookish journey. I'm sure you will love it over here, and I am looking forward to know what your thoughts are on the books that have been discussed on the channel. Don't forget to tell me what other books would you like to hear about on this channel, and I will make sure to read them and discuss them with you over here. So with that, I take your leave and will be back with a video very soon. Bye bye.